Uh, Welcome to this session of the webinar. Um, at Bitnob, we usually hold these webinars weekly to educate and inform people about how they need to know about investing in Bitcoin, how to get started, as well as using Bitnob to do these investments as well. Bitnob is an automated investment platform that helps you invest your, little earnings here and there in cryptocurrency, particularly Bitcoin. So how we do that is called the dollar cost averaging method. That's when you set aside a certain amount of money to go into buying assets such as stocks and cryptocurrency regularly. So it could be daily, weekly, or monthly. Bitnob has automated this process. So using the app, you can easily, get started with investing in Bitcoin. So this evening, Adiolu is going to be, informing us more about what you need to know before investing in Bitcoin, because we notice that a lot of people are interested, but they don't know how to get started. So this evening we're discussing what you need to know before you invest, so that you don't start investing and then maybe Bitcoin drops to 40K tomorrow and you're like, but they told me to invest in Bitcoin. They did not tell me to drop. So Bitcoin is volatile, but it's gradually, the value is gradually getting steady, but you still need to, know a few things. So that's what we're discussing tonight. Adiolu, over to you.
Okay, so today I would like us to just have this in a question and answer format, so that if you have questions, if you have things you need to answer, I can help you. I will talk a little bit. I'm hoping that we'll go as long as you want to go. I'll go as short as you want it to be. I think the fact that we have a number of us in-house will mean that you can get richer answers. We can go into deeper details. We can take your questions completely, and we don't need to rush. And if it takes us about 30 minutes to get it all squared and done, then that's what it takes us as well. So I like to first of all start by saying that, what are the things you need to know before investing? So today, Bitcoin hit $50,000, and somebody when it got to $20,000, somebody said, it's already too late for me. And then it got to 30 and it said, now it's definitely late for me. And then it got to 40 and the person said, I should have joined it when it was 30. I knew when it was 20. Somebody said I knew when it was 3,000. Somebody said I knew when it was 10,000. And then today it hit 50, corrected a little bit, and we don't know how far it's going to go. Speculation this year says Bitcoin value can get to as high as $150,000. Don't quote me, it's somebody's speculations. People are speculating different things. The coin market capitalization today has crossed over $1.4 trillion. Back in 2017, 2018, when I got involved in the markets, we were shy of 1 trillion. It was bullish at 700 million. It was bullish at 800 million. But today we've crossed all those benchmarks. It's creating new highs. Main Street is in, Wall Street is FOMOing in. It's getting really exciting. And today I'd like to say to you that, it's not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is is a token that has market dominance, over 60% of the entire coin market capitalization of 6,500 plus tokens or coins. 60% of the market size is held by Bitcoin. You have Ethereum. Ethereum holds about 14%. So that's a very big one as well. And then you have USDT, you have Polkadot, you have USDC, ranging in top seven now, you have BNB, and the tokens continue on and on like that. Reality is, it's not just Bitcoin there, but Bitcoin is has a lion's share of the market. So anybody who wants to play in that market needs to understand Bitcoin, because usually it's a doorway to the other tokens. And we've shared a lot of theory about what this is all about, how it started in 2008 or thereabout, when Satoshi Nakamoto wrote a white paper to define the future of finance, how adoption began, how the very first ever Bitcoin that was spent was about 10,000 Bitcoins was spent to buy pizza. And I'm sure if that guy is alive today, he's wondering what kind of pizza did I eat this day? But guess what? The transactions start with something. You have people you call miners, people who solve some kind of mathematical problems with their servers in order to earn bitcoins. It was a lot more in the early days. They earn a lot less today. They also are the ones who earn the fees on Bitcoin transactions. There's some kind of proof of work that goes into creating and mining more bitcoins. There's an algorithm that defines the highest number of bitcoins that will ever exist. And there's a lot of knowledge in this space that you want to learn. Use cases for cryptocurrencies are diverse. Bitcoin offers you the opportunity for international transfers, offers you the opportunity of some kind of asset class that you can hold on to. People have become wealthy by just holding. There's a terminology called HODL, which is hold on for dear life, which basically means when you buy, don't sell, hold. And of course, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is very strong in the Telegram community. That's where most of the action is for many of the communities and projects. Um, WhatsApp, I'm sure, is where many Nigerians are solidly in, but there's a lot happening on Telegram. So you may want to look at that as well. There are so many things that you need to learn about how to get into Bitcoin, what you can get to from Bitcoin, what other tokens exist, which ones should you pay attention to, what platforms can you find them, what exchanges are trading them, what tools can you use to track progress with. There's a lot out there. And ladies and gentlemen, it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to buy and hold? Do you want to trade? What do you want to do? I usually advise people and say, look, except you are schooled in trading, understand technicals, understand fundamentals, and you want to make it your full-time job, my best advice for you is do dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is trading at the level where you are able to do a lot of things, gain a lot of value just by doing bit by bit. So, of course, that's the platform that Bitnob provides. I like the word Bitnob. It means there are two words there. It's bit by bit, and nob here is nobility. It means you can be wealthy bit by bit. And this is something we have shown over and over again that it's possible to say, you know what, you can be wealthy bit by bit. And we can show you very quickly how that works so that you can see how you can be wealthy by bit. But today is not my day of speaking much. Today is my day of ensuring that you can answer all the quick questions that you want to answer on your journey to becoming wealthy. So if you're in this group today, I know that there's something about you that is noble. We say we are nobles, okay, or noblesse. I know that there's something in you that finds wealth attractive, finds becoming wealthy as something that is desirable. If this is your reality, then you know what? Welcome home. Welcome to the right place. You are in an exciting place today where you can begin that process. But there's a lot you need to know. There's a terminology also that we use within the space. We call it we call it do your own research, DYOR. And that's because nobody is going to give you financial advice. You will need to basically look at every opportunity yourself, analyze it yourself, and make up your mind, am I doing this or am I not doing this? What is my perspective to this? How am I engaging with this? All of those very nice stuff. So you do your own research. This is not financial advice. This is not marketing or pitching you into anything. This is saying there is opportunity here. People are racking onto the opportunity that's available in this space. Do you want to do the same thing as well? And I like to always show and basically give you an insight into, okay, this is how this runs, this is what's available in this space, this is what is possible with this. And I'm going to show you the link, that basically shows you, okay, if I was doing dollar cost averaging, how does that work and what's possible? But today, before we go too deep into it, are there any questions you'd like to ask? If you have any questions, please either type them on the question and answer box or put them in the comment section there, and I will look at them and see what is possible. I'll see what can be done. Um, so um, so that's what it is. So any questions that you would like to understand, just type them there. This meeting is supposed to be about you understanding the things you don't understand about Bitcoin before you begin to invest in it. So while you are getting yourself ready for your questions, I'm going to show you a DCA calculator just to give you an insight into what is possible. Uh, and then I'll talk you through that today. And if I have any questions, I'll answer them. If I have none, then we will be moving in. So this is an example of a DCA calculator. Basically, it's Bitnob is dca.bitnob.com. It shows you what's possible if you are using if you are investing in Bitcoin. Now, one of the things I tell people is you don't want to break your bank to do this. Okay, you don't want to get yourself into a space where you invest what you cannot afford to lose, and you do it in a way that very quickly you put your money in and very quickly you want your money out. You need to stay liquid, okay, as liquid as possible. You want to stay liquid, and as you stay liquid as well, you want to ensure that you can take care of your normal basic life, and then you do this as something that can help you gain value. And I usually use this example. It's a popular example with me. I say, for example, $10 per month uh, in 2010 will have been 1,200 naira. Uh, $10 per month now will be 5,000 naira. Everybody in this class who I'm talking to can afford to put $10,000 per month away into a savings that will not change their lifestyle, that will not rock their children's school fees, that will not disturb their landlord's rent. Everybody can do this. Yeah. So let's say, for example, you did $10 monthly from the time you heard about Bitcoin in 2010 till date. What exactly will be your current reality? What will be happening to you now? Okay, if I hit calculate, it will calculate for a while, and it will tell me that if I've been doing $10 a month since 2010, I will have put together $1,290 is what I will have saved over the course of those 10 years, 11 years. And today I will be worth $32 million. $32 million. I will have aggregated 690 Bitcoin for myself. That's a percentage change of 2.5%. 2.5 million% increase is what I would have experienced if I was dealing this way. Ladies and gentlemen, dollar cost averaging is the way. And in case you're wondering, wow, I didn't know about it that long. So ask yourself, when did you hear about Bitcoin? So if you're here in this room today, can you type the dates you heard about Bitcoin? Let's play with real dates that have to do with when you heard about Bitcoin. Somebody give us a date. When did you hear? Okay. When did you hear? Just type it in the comment box there and I will take that answer. When did you hear about Bitcoin? And let's do the exercise from that particular date. Okay. Samuel's Chi says 2015. Wow. I want to be like Yoridoyin says 2016. Amazing. Okay, so let's go with Pamel Cheese. Pamel Cheese says 2015. Do you have a month? Can you remember the month? Austin says November 2017. Okay, good. So we're going to play with your 3 dates and see what's possible with those 3 dates. So let's go. 2015, let's assume 2015 is July. So half year 2015. And let's start from the first of the month of July 2015. And let's say Samuel's Chi. Okay, Samuel's Chi. How much could you afford? How much could you have afforded to save on a monthly basis that will not rock your world? From 2015, how much could you have put aside on a monthly basis that will not have been a problem for you? Is it 5,000 naira? Is it 10,000 naira? Can you do more than that? Can you do less than that? Give us an average number that will have worked for you. Adedoyin also prepares with a number. Amoru, Austin, give us a number as well. Let's play with these numbers. Okay. Osho Adam says 10,000 naira. It's peace miles. Okay. I could afford 20K naira monthly. So 20K naira monthly If we use now 20K Naira monthly in 2015 was a different ball game. That would have been about $100. And today, okay, and today, let's use today's rate. So let's take today's rate, even though we'll have done better than that. But let's use today's rate and say 20K is about what? For $40. So let's play with $40. Okay, he said he can do $40 monthly since 2015. And then if he's doing it till today, let's calculate what that means. What that means is by today, you will have been able to put aside $2,760 uh, Peace Miles. You'll have put together $2,760, and today you will be worth $108,000 because you have 2.3 Bitcoins if you had been putting 20K per month away. Now, this is not correct calculation because 20K in 2015 would have given you about $100 because it was 180 to a dollar then. So that would have been $100, and maybe by now it will have reduced to 40. So we're somewhere between. So if we use $100 to do this as well, so that we can find the range of how much you be worth today. So if it was $100 per month, you'll be somewhere between $108,000 and $271,000 is where you will be. Okay, so I also have here in the house Edward. Edward is giving me an example of the calculation. He says 100 Ghana cedis. And when did Edward hear about Bitcoin? Maybe 2015, maybe earlier. I don't know. But let's use 2015, and 100 Ghana cedis will be roughly around $80 if my memory serves me correctly to how Ghana cedis and it works. So let's start from good. Let's start from July 1 and then use that calculator as well. It means today Edmond should have $217,000 locked up in a bank somewhere, just smiling at him. Now, if you don't have that money smiling at you, then you need to pay attention because that's just 5, 6 years ago. There's 6 years ahead of us, and there's a lot that can happen in that space. Okay, I see somebody here put 10,000 naira. Okay, I didn't heard about Bitcoin in 2016. So let's take her to 2016 and let's say 2016, let's say January, or let's say April. Let's say April 2016. She has 10K. 10K then was a lot more money. But let's use today's value of 10K, which is $20, and use that to calculate. She'll have put aside $1,200 and it will be worth $26,000 today. Now, this is $1,200 investment will affect you $26,000 today by just doing dollar cost averaging. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that exciting, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, I think it's exciting. I think it's exciting. Yes, that's kind of money, Edward will have 217 because he had earlier. And then, P Smiles will have 108,000, between 108 and $271,000. It is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we're saying on the platform of Bitnob is saying, you know what, you can dollar cost average. And the beauty of dollar cost averaging means you don't have the high blood pressure of it's going high, it's going low, it's going low, it's going high. Yes, if you know how to predict, if you're an expert predictor, you can predict and say, you know what, the price is $30 today, it will become $10,000 in another 10 days. You can invest like that and make money. But everybody can make money with dollar cost averaging. So while you're probably doing the trading and employing different things to do the different things that you want to do on this platform, have a portfolio, have an aspect of your portfolio that is doing dollar cost averaging. It is freaking amazing and it does help. Okay, so that's it. That's the key illustration. I have a question here. Somebody is asking me. Dido is asking me this question. There was a time in 2019 that it was said that the blockchain wallet was being hacked. What's the safety of the online wallets that we have? What's the possibility of offline wallets and how do they operate? Very good question. Now, so everybody who is serious in this space understands the idea of security, understands the opportunity to keep tokens secured. So for example, if I give you an example, what I have here is what they call a ledger. This is a ledger wallet. Okay, it's a ledger wallet. This is a hardware. Okay, this is a hardware that basically says, you know what, if you want to store your Bitcoin off the chain, you can basically take your token, and I'll show you what the hardware wallet looks like. It looks like a USB drive. So I can have it here that is not online. I can have it stored inside. There's a way to do it. There's a way to operate it. There's a code. There are passwords. There are unique keys that I can access this wallet. So if you hack into my system and this is offline, which it usually is, then you can't get access to what is here. So one of the things that many of the wallets do to ensure that they are safe is they don't keep all their tokens available on online platforms. Many of the companies that want to, hold custody, help people hold custody, have offline hardware wallets where they keep majority of their tokens and they only bring it online and bring it to the spaces when they want to do that. Now, if you're dealing with Bitnob, you're dealing with Binance, you're dealing with those people, everybody is ensuring that they have a system in place to secure those tokens, such that even when Binance got hacked, for example, they'll just tell you they got hacked. It's not going to affect you. It's like a bank. If they steal money from a bank, it doesn't mean that they're stealing money from you. Okay, the bank is supposed to be able to cover whatever is happening with the people who kept resource with them. So that's how that is solved. It's not a very big problem. Everybody understands security, and security is one of the things that distinguishes good from bad. So there were a lot of incidents in the early days, but that security system is getting better and better as we progress as well. Okay. Any other questions today before we wrap this up? As I talk to you, we're in a bullish season. And what that means is, as I'm here today, there are tokens that are increasing by 10%, by 20%. I usually averagely try to, at this kind of times, keep my eye on the market for what's happening, what's possible, and what's going on. Okay. Someone's asking a question. P smiles. She is asking, does taking profit affect a hold? Now, so there are different strategies. Like I said to you, if typically what I want to do is I want to break my portfolio and say, I have a portfolio that is not trading. I have a portfolio that is holding. I'm holding. So if I'm holding this, for example, I have one Ethereum. This one Ethereum is going to be with me for the next 10 years. I am holding it. The market goes up. I'm tempted to sell. I take no profit. I hold. Ethereum becomes $8,000. I bought it at $200. I don't sell it. I hold. That one is on a hold. I also have tokens that I trade with. So I have the ones I trade with, I buy, I sell, I move around. There's that going on. And then I have the tokens that I'm using for dollar cost averaging, which is also a hold. I keep on buying. It goes up, I get it goes down. I'm not taking profit. You can take profit in the one you're trading with. You can't take profit in the one you're holding. So whether the market goes up and down, you know that the future trend of this value is up. Okay. So I will take profit when I stop holding. Okay, that's how you play the holding game. And you can tell yourself, I'm going to hold until XYZ, I'm going to hold until this happens. All of those dynamics are available there. Those are options of what can be happening as well. So if you're holding, you're definitely not taking profits. Or some people say, okay, I'm holding many tokens. So for example, if you have a portfolio of a particular token, let's say, for example, FXF, maybe you have 10,000 FXF and you want to hold it, but you are also telling yourself part of this, if I make profits, I will take my profit out, I'll take my capital back, leave the profit in it, and let that continue to grow. You can have those kind of strategies. But essentially, it's a functional strategy. Okay, Austin Moro says, how do I buy my first Bitcoin with Bitnob? So if you want to buy your first Bitcoin, what you want to do is you want to talk to somebody who is already on Bitnob. Somebody referred you. So that's the simplest way. Somebody referred you. You can buzz that person and say, you know what, I want to do this thing. And the person will say to you, you know what, I have some tokens in my wallet. I have $10. I can send my $10 to you, and then you can pay me for it. And then you can use my $10 to buy Bitcoin. So peer-to-peer is an option that works well. We also have a vendor today who is selling gift vouchers you can buy, and you can use those gift vouchers and use them to redeem USD value on the platform and use the USD to buy Bitcoin. So for example, you can talk to anybody who introduced you, anybody who is with you and say, look, do you have money in your wallet? Can you transfer to me? I'll give you Naira for it. There are exchange rates that make this possible. Or you can go to Over and get a gift card. So Over is something that is trending now on this, and it's over.com, OVVAR.com, and you can get to link up there to how you can get vouchers that you can redeem. So that's the link there. It's been shared. So that's how you can buy your first Bitcoin on Bitnob. And it'll be delightful to be the place where you bought your first Bitcoin, because one day that thing can make you nobility, it can make you, it can make you bit by bit become a nobility. That can be exciting as well. So you can check that out. Does Bitnob currently support auto profit removal? No. If you want to remove your profit, you do it yourself. It's very simple. You can do that yourself, because DCA is the concept that is currently being run on the platform. Maybe in the future there will be models to say, you know what, and robo advisors that will give you that'll give you an alert to say this is what's going on currently. This is the profit that you have. If you want to take it, you can do this in the future. But today the strategy is long hold, DCA. You can do DCA for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. People have been asking for longer DCAs. That will be available as well. The whole idea, of all of this is to ensure that you can have access to. Sorry, let me get this link across to everyone. So, how do you get vouchers? You can follow on Twitter. How do you get whatever? This is the link sent to all attendees. Yeah, so you can have it there. So, BW doesn't do automatic auto profit removal. It does automatic dollar cost averaging. And if you want to withdraw, it's a click of a button. If you want to transfer it to USD, it's a click of a button. If you want to buy Bitcoin back again, it's a click of a button. All of that is available to you to leverage on the platform. And if you want to join the Telegram group, there's a Telegram group that you can be a part of. It's a community that is building and growing. And you can find that on the link that is available in the chat box there. You can be a part of that. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep my mouth quiet and hand it over back to Barakat today. B, over to you.
Thank you so much, Adiolu. This has been very, very enlightening. I'm very sure that everybody who is in attendance would agree as well. So if you have learned something, can you just type a thumbs up emoji in the chat box, just so I know that you've been following from the beginning? Please type a thumbs up emoji, or you can also respond with your favorite emoji as well. I just need to be sure that you've been following and you understood everything that has been said from the beginning. All right, that's great. That's great. Yes, I can see the comments. Okay, great, 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 great. Thanks, Adide. Thank you, Edward. All right. So, I'm not sure if there are any more questions that have not been answered. I don't think there are. But if you have any questions, I'm just going to wait for some minutes to make sure that no one has any questions before we bring this to a close. In the meantime, please don't forget to download the app. Okay, so Adam says when is the next class? So we hold classes every week on Tuesday, the same time. Make sure to join us next week. So every Tuesday, does oversell any dollar denomination? Uh yes. So we currently have vouchers worth, I think, $5. From $5, we have $10, we have 20, we have 50, we have 100 as well. Yes. So okay. Adiolo, I think this question is for you. You mentioned once teachings on trading. When would that be?
So, sorry, for I'm continuing my the trading class tomorrow at 7 p.m. Hopefully, I can give you a closure. I'll give you the link so that it can be shared in the Telegram community. So anybody who is interested in knowing when the training is happening can join one of the communities and to be shared. I took a break off from last week, so I'll continue tomorrow at 7 p.m.
All right. That's great. So I just shared a link in the chat box as well. if you click that link, it will take you to our Telegram community. So that way you have better and a more personal access to us at Bitnob. Our CEO is on that group, is ready and ever willing to answer any questions, inquiries that you might have. Other people who work at Bitnob are also there. We're all here for you basically to answer all questions that you might have and to ensure that your experience with Bitnob is smooth and easy. So if you haven't downloaded the app, please go to your Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Just search for Bitnob. You can also visit our website. I'm typing that now, www.bitnob.com. You'll find a direct link to download the app from there. I think at this point, this will be a good place to stop for the day. Thank you so much, everyone who has been here this evening. Thank you to our host, Adiolu. Thank you so much for being a wonderful host. We appreciate the time and the effort that you've taken to be here tonight. Thank you so much. Everyone who has been here as well, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. We know that it's evening in some parts of the world and you're supposed to be resting after you had their work. So thank you for being here. Adiolu, I think we can close with some music now. Over
Okay.
to you.
Okay, everyone. Good night, everyone. Have a beautiful evening. For those
Good
who join us
night.
joining tomorrow, see you there. If you are here and you don't have Bitnob, I don't know what you're doing. You're like somebody who didn't buy Bitcoin when they heard about it. Get plugged in, download the app, and holler at us at the community. Have a good night, rest everyone.